your sister and your cousin, I'm doing. Yeah, hubby too. Okay. Another doctor's appointment, guys. Story of my life every couple days. You guys already know the deal. They're gonna check my blood pressure and see how I am. And I've gotta give them the usual urine sample, and hopefully we'll have a better idea of what the plan is, if there is a plan, or if he's just gonna let me go and just see if my water breaks on its own. I have no idea. But your girl every day struggles even more. Thank you so much. So the struggle is real. Let us hope that something positive comes out of this appointment. And Juice, of course, you guys already know, is parking the car. He always drops me off as close as he can so I can get to the elevators pretty quickly. So yeah. I just want some good news. Or something tangible, as opposed to uncertainty, you know? And I know you can't always predict everything that happens, and I can't always predict or have someone give me a final date of any sort, but wouldn't it be nice if I had one? All right, here we go. Woohoo. Excuse me.
Sure.
Oh, excuse me. All right, here we go. Wish your girl luck. Hi. We still have high blood pressure. Doctor hasn't come in yet. It was the nurse who took my blood pressure, and I mean, my blood pressure is just fluctuating, but it's just higher than it should be, basically. So it's not like it's skyrocketing, but it's not its usual, if that makes sense. So we'll just see what he says. I don't know. And maybe just coming back in here again next week, and until, you know, I'm telling you, he's just trying to push me as, I don't know, but he's just trying to get me past 34, which is fine. We're here. I mean, we're not here. I don't think I'm here mentally. I'm tapped out, but I got my baby. He's still here, right, babe?
We in the building, y'all. Get some results.
What do you think he's gonna say?
I think he's gonna probably give you a day he's going to induce.
You think?
Just like we just heard that one couple, they just.
I just heard them too. I was like, ooh, crazy.
Either that or, hell, I don't know what.
I don't know what he's gonna say.
That, yeah.
I don't think he's gonna give us a day. I think he's gonna say, well, you know what? Let's just wait it out and see what happens next week.
Well,
That's what I think he's gonna say. That.
Let me see you again on Monday.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll go from there.
What was the other thing I was gonna say?
In theory.
Yeah. Oh, and I gained 4 pounds. 4 pounds in the last, since today's Thursday, since Monday.
Yeah.
A little over 4. No, actually it was 4, exactly 4. I'm tripping, 4. Yeah. I am retaining so much liquid, you guys. Like, I don't even know if I can remember to put the picture in. Maybe I'll show you guys a picture, because I took a picture and sent it to Juice yesterday, and he was like, those are your feet. And I'm like, yeah. Those are your ankles? I'm like, yeah. From just wearing socks, so I'm not wearing them today intentionally. I just need some good news or something. I need news. I need something different. See what he says. We'll see what he says. We'll see what he says. Belly's getting even bigger. That's normal. I look like a wide receiver. I don't mean the football kind. Look. I look like a kind of wide. I'm so wide, guys. Look at this. I'm just wide. Just wide.
Yeah, no, you.
Yeah.
Babies are grown.
Yeah, that's all I care about, really, as far as, you know. Y'all know the weight and stuff doesn't bother me. None of that stuff bothers me. A lot of people are always hung up on that, I guess, or what they look like after.
At this point, yeah, I say gain as much as possible.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to simmer down. He said at this point, just, you know, just gain as much as possible. There's a point where you're not supposed to gain that much that quick. Well, you're not supposed to gain it hella quick. They do watch that, but this should be interesting. I don't know what he's gonna say. I don't know what he's gonna say. Well, I can guess. I think he's gonna be like, well, you know what? Come back on Monday.
So he's gonna say, in theory.
Yep. He's gonna say it just like that too. In theory. He does talk like, guys, I know you guys have been saying he sounds like the guy from the eye drop commercial, but I swear he is like, he is not that. His personality, he's got an awesome personality, and he's got a great sense of humor. Anybody who can handle me, with the mixture of him and I, especially me, has to have a semi sense of humor. No, he's awesome, but he's very specific when he speaks about things like this. So, and he's trying to keep me calm too. But he's got a funny streak to him, so it's pretty cool. Anyway, but he did in that video sound like the guy from Dry Eyes. Okay, bye. He should be coming in any minute. We'll let you guys know what happens.
No. Just to show me, or
no? I have to move them because they like, you know. Oh my god! I just broke the paper.
No, it's fine.
Oh god.
Putting ice on our ankles and elevating our feet.
Yeah.
It doesn't do it.
I think
he tries. I mean, it's.
I think we're running on a runway.
Really? Thank you, Jesus. I mean, I'm not saying I'm like, but I just.
How much?
I can feel it.
How much more runway do we
have?
We have been working to prepare, though. We have car seats. My hospital bags are packed.
Yeah.
Everything is ready to go if I have to do it.
Yeah.
I knew you were gonna say
Kind
it.
of jump started everything last week. We had to kick it in high gear.
Yeah, that day that we had the first scare.
Yeah.
Oh, we were like, okay, we gotta get our seats and everything. So.
I hate to do this to you because I know you're Ms., but I want to check your cervix.
Oh no, I mean whatever you have to do. I mean,
because,
no.
because
no, whatever you have to do.
If we decide to do something here in the next couple of days, then you know we need to know what your cervix is doing.
Okay. Can I ask you a quick question?
By the way.
Why are you thinking this might be the next move? Because I'm still not coming down blood pressure wise?
Yeah.
Just curious. Okay.
Yeah, and then you're, 34
I'm just
weeks. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We made it to 34.
No.
I promised you.
No.
See?
Right. So,
since week 6, I promised 34.
Well, and so, again, it's not ideal, but, this is where decision making becomes a little easier, but then sort of, you struggle with, well, can we squeeze a couple of days?
Sure.
And then, so that's sort of where I am. But with your blood pressure, your blood chemistries are normal.
Yeah.
Which is good. It's just hypertension,
the swelling,
protein, the whole deal.
Do I still have protein in my urine?
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
A lot or a little?
No. But it's always, So, if you were 28 weeks, I wouldn't deliver, as I was telling you a couple weeks ago, just purely based on protein. If your blood chemistries were abnormal, then it's a different story. So the question now is, can we get a couple of days out of you? Yes or no?
Sure.
Mm-hmm. But.
We're about to have
squeeze
kids.
a few more, get into mid 34 maybe,
That's what I'm hoping.
Get you
We're
past
about
that
to have
34 week
kids,
mark,
man. That is
not
not that I didn't know this the whole time, but now this is like holy crap.
Yeah.
You're thinking you're gonna induce.
Yeah.
What does that entail?
They put an IV in your hand and start giving you medicine and.
That's the Pitocin?
It depends what your cervix is. So sometimes we use that medicine. Sometimes there's a little tablet that we set into the vagina, and then that gets things to
dilate
and soften. And sometimes that just in and of itself kind of throws you into labor.
Okay.
Just a lot of it just depends on what your cervix is.
And you're checking to see if my cervix is doing what?
Is dilated.
Okay.
See how dilated it is, how soft it is, how thick or thin it is.
I feel like it's not going to dilate. I don't know why.
Well, you never know. Sometimes when women develop preeclampsia, their body has a sort of a weird way of saying, I think I need to prepare for. That's always the concern.
Sure.
And delivering is that sometimes we want the body to do something that it may not be ready to do, i.e. labor, right?
Sure.
So that's sometimes why we say, like, if we can drag our feet for another day or 2 or 3 or 4, whatever it is, then, you know, maybe there's some benefit, but it's just that fine line of what are we gaining, what
by
are the
doing
risks?
that.
Yeah,
Sure.
you know. So if your cervix is favorable, then sooner than later. If it's not, I mean, again, it's this, you know, check stuff again, see what there's, but
What is a favorable cervix? Is it that it gets...
it's dilated, it's
Okay.
soft, it's thin. So we
Okay.
give it a score based on where the first baby's head is in relation to the pelvis, how thick or
It's
thin the
way
cervix
down
is,
there, yeah.
how soft it is, how dilated it is, and then
Okay.
based on that, then we decide certainly how we are going to induce. Okay?
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try to say this really fast. Several hours have passed, okay? I think the last time you guys saw us, we were with the doctor, and the, okay. I guess the end result of said doctor's appointment was basically that he wants me to get induced, and that he was looking to see if he could schedule the induction based on availability of beds, etc., etc. So we were to wait to hear back from the doctor to find out the day and the time that we would get induced. And so we've been kind of waiting all day, kind of just, we ran a couple errands. I stayed in the car, no big deal. I got a call from the doctor's office, and basically, long story short, they want me to come in and get checked in, I guess, for observation. And it's kind of what they consider pre-induction prep. So I would essentially get checked in, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm actually here, I just got here 2 seconds ago. They called and said, hey, we need you guys to turn around. This is hours after my doctor's appointment. We need you guys to turn around, grab a bag, and come back to the hospital to get checked in into the maternity area for what they kind of explained to me as more a precaution, just to make sure that they can't stabilize me first beforehand. Oh, be right back, hold on. Okay, let's fast forward another hour and a half. Sorry about the television in the background. So I don't remember where I left off or what I said last time I got on camera. But what I was meaning to say was that oh my god, this is gonna drive me nuts, this TV in the background, and of course there's no remote. Okay. I'm now checked into the hospital. I am now I've got my IV on and all that. Basically what I thought was just gonna be a few hours of observation originally, when I was explained originally, and it might have been because of how frantic it sounded to me and how I was thinking in my head. I don't know. Anyway, long story short, I'm officially checked into the hospital with the potential to be induced on Saturday. Today is Thursday, but I am checked into the hospital basically so that they can monitor my blood pressure, monitor the babies, of course, monitor contractions, see if there's a possibility of getting myself the blood pressure under control. If not, I will definitely be inducing on Saturday. Of course, ideally, the longer I am pregnant, the better. And so by me being in the hospital, this is a good thing, because I can actually be here, be closely monitored if they need to give me steroids to help with the development of the baby's lungs, to progress the development of baby's lungs in case I do have to get induced on Saturday. They can do that here. So we just got done doing lab work, my blood lab work. Again, I have the usual heart monitors and whatnot on my, it's all underneath this, basically. I don't want to knock them out of position. Contraction monitor, heart rate monitor for both babies. Right now my blood pressure is high. It's higher than it's been. Even at the doctor's office today, it's high, and I've been reading high pretty much every time they've taken my blood pressure. So now my blood pressure is being taken every 15 minutes automatically, so I've got that on one side. They got me set up for IV, so if I do have to go into getting induced and stuff, I have everything that I need, or if I need steroids, or if I need antibiotics or whatever, they've got the IV in me. But yeah, I'm here until further notice, basically. And this was a surprise to me because when I talked to one of the nurses earlier who was trying to explain to me why I needed to come back here, it was basically explained to me that I would have to come here for the purpose of just checking to see if they can bring my blood pressure down, so they could avoid having to induce me as early as they are going to potentially. And then I would be here for just a few hours and possibly overnight in case it was too late at night and they might just have me check out in the morning. Then I talked to my doctor and he basically said, hey, you're checking in. Basically, they're going to be monitoring your blood pressure, but you're going to be checking in and they're going to keep you until either they make the decision to say, you know what, we can go ahead and send her home, put her on bed rest, blood pressure's under control, we'll let her stay pregnant for a little bit longer, or they will keep me until they're able to induce me so that they can monitor everything in the process in the meantime. I hope that makes sense. But that's just kind of how the day went. So we got a call randomly like, hey, we need you to come back. Which we had been waiting on a call to hear about when we would be induced. And then I never heard anything all day and I was like, what's going on? But I figured, you know, some doctors' offices wait till the end of the day to make their phone calls. So that's what happened. And at the end of the day, I got the call, and that's when I got the call to come here. They were like, hey, sorry, you know, but we're gonna need you to come back, check into the blah, blah, blah department area. And that's where we're at. Juice is actually helping my mom park her car. My mom is, I guess, here too. So he's helping my mom park her car. And I'm here at the hospital for the next couple days. Thankfully, I had packed my bags already. And so I was able to bring all that stuff with me. So thank God for that. I'm so thankful that I got that done. So yeah, that's what I wanted to update you on. Of course, my babies are trying to move the monitors off of them because they don't like stuff on them. Babies are doing great so far. They're just hanging out. It's just me that's got the issue. It's not them, it's me. So yeah, I may be taking some steroids tonight for the babies. And I guess I find my lab work here in a little bit, and I haven't eaten in hours. And they're telling me now that I can't eat until my lab results come back. Because if my lab results come back and they're not good, the blood work that is, they're gonna have to C-section me, like ASAP Rocky. And I need to make sure I have no food in my stomach or liquid or anything. So I'm waiting for the lab work to come back before I can actually have something to eat or drink. I was actually sucking on a lollipop, which is what you guys see on my lips. And she was like, ooh, I forgot, I wanted to let you know, you can't really have a lollipop or anything by mouth for a while. And I was like, okay. So that's what's going on. So yeah. Anyway, waiting on the hubby, waiting on my mama. And we're gonna see how this goes. So yeah. Juice might take over the camera for a while later. I mean, as long as I'm chilling, we gonna conversate. But the minute they start giving me anything that's gonna induce me, if I do end up getting induced, y'all already know. I seem calm. I'm calm, but I'm scared. So anyway, wish me luck. What's up, y'all? So we've changed locations, and we're now on the other side of, I guess, the floor, the building, whatever. And this is basically the area where they kind of just monitor you even further, but in a more quiet environment. I was in the labor and delivery area, but since I'm not delivering yet, there's no need for me to be over there. They need the beds, you know, so I'm in another area where it's specific to those that are more high risk or maybe having complications, but they're not delivering today area, okay? So I know you guys haven't seen Juice yet, at least since I've been here, but he's been back and forth. He went and got my mom and I. My mom's here, by the way, hold on. There she is, sleeping like a mug. So he went out, got us some food, brought back. In the meantime, in between time, I've been poked and prodded and all kinds of shit. So that's why you haven't really seen a lot of that, because there's been just a lot going on. But what I can tell you is that I've had a steroid shot. They put it in my ass. Okay, so I got a shot in my ass. And that's basically to help with the lung development for the babies. And then, what else? I had the, I forgot what it's called, but it's basically just protocol. It's like a scan that's protocol for people that are about to go into labor whenever that happens, to make sure they don't have any infections or any of those types of things that they plan to deliver vaginally or whatever. And then just the usual monitoring, you know, just checking my blood pressure and vitals, making sure I'm not having any high temperatures, etc., etc. So anyway, I'll be here for the next couple days, just kind of hanging out until the possibility of inducing, which is looking like it's going to happen. So I guess tomorrow will be the definitive decision making day, because they'll have to monitor me again tomorrow. So tomorrow morning or midday or something, that'll be when they make their final decision as to what they're going to do. So that's kind of where we're at. Juice is actually at the cribbo, and he's grabbing his stuff, because again, we didn't know we were going to be checking in today when we came here. So he's kind of getting his things, he's letting the dogs out, he's kind of, you know, doing things around the house or whatever, and then he's going to come back here and he's going to stay the night. Thankfully they have a bed-ish type of situation, futon, whatever type of situation that he can sleep on. So that's what we're going to do, and hang out. So I just had more vitals checked, and just waiting on Juice to come back, and they're bringing me some ice water and a popsicle. So that's what's going on so far. We'll see how everything else goes. Anyway, I'll keep you posted.